My cancer was first detected at age 58, January 91. I'm a retired social worker by profession. Social workers have a tendency to know everything, and therefore I kept my cancer, my breast cancer, a secret.
So 2 weeks after Lehua had her mastectomy, I followed. It was from a routine mammogram, and they had suspected a mass in 1991. I didn't feel any lumps, or I was a very busy person at that time, so it's not something I was even taking care of my health at that time. You know, I was probably stage 1, because it was tiny for me, but my sister, the caregiver, had it, and I don't think, well, she never told me. Or
actually, I hid my breast cancer. You know, I had pain in my right breast and was very well, it was painful, and the pus was coming out from my nipples, and so I used to put sanitary napkins on it. So my husband was on my case every day that I had to go see a doctor. So after several weeks of moaning and groaning, I finally went. And as soon as I went to the doctor, that was it. No ifs and buts. They removed the whole lymphatic system on my right side.
My mom was very, very composed, where I, on the other hand, was bawling like there was no tomorrow. And I was crying, and I thought, my goodness, this is not so helpful. But what I learned from that experience was, my gosh, that you have to just dig deep in the face of these kinds of challenges, and you lift it up to God, and you pray about it, and you let it go.
I was blessed because after the surgery, they removed all of my lymph nodes on my right side. But by the grace of God, I didn't have to have chemotherapy or radiation.
Because everything that she went through made it very easy for me to get the same procedures.
There's an 18-year age difference between mom and auntie, so it's kind of a big gap. So when mom is kind of cutting edge and went through the cancer experience, it really took off a lot of the edge for Auntie Girlie. But I think in terms of having the closeness of each other, their children, their spouses, really carried the day when a family, because it is a family experience, when you ultimately go through the diagnosis portion of it, the treatment, surgery in this case, and then the support afterwards. So I think as a family, cancer has been a tremendous learning experience.
Native Hawaiians have this strong family association. They always come in with family members, so we always try to talk a little bit about who's next, a sister, a daughter, an aunt, and maybe the take-home messages around them, who needs to be aware of what goes on. And I'm impressed that with the newer generation of women, they are much more proactive in looking at their health. They care about themselves, they look out for themselves, they look out for their general health, they look out for their daughters or their nieces. And because breast cancer can have even a male association as far as prostate cancer with some of the hereditary genes, they even look out for their sons and nephews.
I have been receiving special attention, and I've been going for mammograms since I was 30 years old. It is very important to get early detection. Intuitively, we kind of know our bodies, but the kind of medical technology and tests and tools that they have right now just reaffirm that, what we're feeling. And instead of being fearful, at least you have a sense of knowing what it is, and then you can figure out what you need to do about it.